I hope everyone is ready for some more retro gaming fun. I think I love retro games. Hello, it is me. It is Jace at Retrogames. Yes, how are you? Happy Retro Gaming Day. It is freezing this week in the UK, isn't it? Is it cold? It's been cold, isn't it? It's been chilly. And I'm here in my t-shirt still. Oh my God, when will you guys let me wear a jumper? You won't, will you? Because there's no Retro Games jumpers. What a shame. I really do need a Retro Games jumper. It is very, very chilly in this room today, in the filming room. Yeah, the filming room. Hasn't everybody got a filming room? It's a room full of stuff, and I know you guys, you know, you want me to talk about some of the stuff that's behind me. You always say, come on, when are you going to talk about those robot dogs? Well, I would do, but they're not retro games, are they? And we are here to talk about video games. And what kind of week have you had? Has it been enjoyable? Has it been a good one? It's been incredibly busy. Of course, we had those mega days, and we had the Black Friday. Why do they call it Black Friday?
Well, Black Friday actually comes from America. It's about the first big sale day after Thanksgiving, and it's called Black Friday because it's the day when shops go back into the black from being in the red. That's why it's called that. And this classic clip is from a UK Black Friday sale where everyone went mental for blow-punked TVs.
And I don't appreciate it. It's nasty. We had Cyber Monday. The Cybermen did not come. They didn't come last year. They didn't come this year. I waited for them at the door, but they still didn't turn up. And it's been busy. It has been busy for us. We didn't do a big discount for Black Friday. We did a couple of years ago. We tried it. Didn't really work for us. It's a bit tricky. I mean, Black Friday is when you buy stuff that you've had in your basket on Amazon for Christmas presents, hoping it's gone down a £5. And usually it hasn't. The thing that your aunt or your son or your mum wanted, and it didn't go down in price, and so you go, well, that was pointless. Then what? I've been waiting for that. I could have bought that a month ago and not been so stressed. And then it goes straight out of stock anyway. You can't buy it, and you end up not getting it at all. But yeah, I mean, Christmas shopping. It's December, guys. It is December. We made it. I didn't think we'd get to the 1st of December so quickly. This year has zipped by, hasn't it? The world of retro gaming stops for no man. Don't know what, or woman. I don't really know what that means. But it's been a strange week. Now, it's been a distressing week for me on lots of reasons. Firstly, we've been very busy, so we've had loads of parcels going out. Have not managed to get as much stuff on the site as we normally do, but we have still got a box full of stuff. Still picked some interesting things to show you. But also, we had a toy collection which I sold. I don't want to say this because I just thought this isn't suited to the Retro Games site. It wasn't suitable. I will list it on eBay. Yes, eBay. Now, it's been a while since I've listed and sold anything on eBay. I know we have our eBay shop. Nobody buys anything on there anyway. But actually listing auctions, things to actually sell, to see what that would be like, doing it on a big scale again. So we listed a couple of hundred items, and it has been an utter nightmare. Now, I've often said, say goodbye to eBay nightmares, no eBay headaches, no eBay, because there are so many. Oh my goodness, there is so many issues selling on eBay, and it's not just about the listings and the hassle and putting things in the right places and all that. That's pain. That is a pain. It's about the buyers. Unfortunately, eBay is full of incredibly unscrupulous, horrible people. That's who mainly uses it. I know you use it, I use it to buy things, but we're decent human beings. We're retro gamers. We wouldn't try and scam people. But unfortunately, there must be probably 40-50% of all the people who use eBay are just out to rip off sellers. But I'm gonna make a short about what happened to me with one of the items because it's unbelievable. But yeah, people just want to upgrade the stuff they've got. And a lot of people come to me and okay, people, we buy stuff, we buy collections all the time, and sometimes we're not necessarily going to offer the same amount you would get selling to people on eBay. And, you know, and because the values can go up on rare things particularly, you might do better selling on eBay than you were selling to us. And I would say that to people. Say, well, I was really hoping for this much. I say, well, you might get better selling to a collector rather than a dealer like us. And so they go away and they put it on eBay. And some of those people come back to me and say, it was absolute hell on eBay. I want you to buy all the stuff. And I think, well, that's weird. What's happened to you? What's happened when you've been selling your stuff on eBay to make you come straight back and say, no, actually, I want to just sell it to you because it's a lot easier. And now I understand. There are so many horrible people on eBay. I mean, it's happened to me before. I used to sell a lot of records and music stuff on eBay, and people would buy something and then go through eBay returns, send it back. It's not what we sent. It's not what we sent. It's a different one. So you write to eBay and say, this isn't the same copy. This has got massive scratches all over it. I did not sell this record. And eBay say, well, no, we side with the buyer. They're getting their money back. You've got to pay for the return label. You're massively out of pocket because you lose your postage to send it, all the fees, you lose everything because this buyer has upgraded their record. Well, it's the same happens in the world of toys. People have got these things in their collections. They've got missing bits. They've got broken arms. They've got something. Oh, I know. I'll just buy one really nice, and then I'll just take a photo of the one that I've got in my collection, and I'll get my money back. Brilliant. Yeah, that is sadly, I did not believe how big that situation had become until these items finished this week. And oh my God, there's a lot of horrible people on eBay. So stay away from eBay. Stay away from it. It sucks massively. Just buy stuff from retrogames.co.uk, where we're friendly, we're helpful, we always do our best to sort you out and look after you. Even when issues are very occasionally occur, we will always have your back. We're not like people on eBay. Now, I don't know if that's going to cause a bit of furore, because there's probably a load of you saying, well, I sell on eBay all the time, I do this. I think any of you guys who sell regularly on eBay will know exactly what I mean. You'll know exactly what I mean. You'll have stories, absolute horror stories, and we could probably fill up the whole of YouTube with how many horror stories there is, and people who've been ripped off from selling their stuff on eBay. Not the buyers. I mean, the buyers, they're winning. They are winning every time. So maybe just stick to eBay as a buyer, but don't rip people off. Just don't do it. These are people selling their things, trying to raise a bit of cash, things they don't need anymore. Don't rip them off. Don't go through eBay returns just because you've got a copy of the same game that's in a bad condition and you can just foist it on them and get your money back. It's just so rude. It's evil. It's evil. And I wish all you people who do that were dead. There, I've said it. I do. I wish all scumbag eBay buyers dead. Yeah. We're all agreed, aren't we? We're all agreed. Move on.
What is in the box?
Yeah, all right. What's in the box? Yeah. Okay. What is in the box? Oh, excited. Pick some good stuff. Now, over the last couple of weeks, I've had a lot of PlayStation. We have PlayStation 1, and it's carried on. We've listed more PlayStation 1 this week, including some more unusual titles. Titles like this, PAX Corpus. Now, that's a strange name for a game. It's by Cryo. It's quite an early one, I think 97. Let's check out PAX Corpus.
Now, it turns out PAX Corpus is actually based on a Japanese anime series known as Aeon Flux. Now, you might have even heard of that. There was even a film in 2005 starring Charlize Theron. But it's hard to believe this is a game related to a classic franchise. Here we have some classic shoot the buttons. GoldenEye did this in a little bit of a better style. Shoot the buttons, turn off the lasers, creep the way through. Why is she dressed like this? I have no idea. Sadly, hand-to-hand combat doesn't fare much better. It's pretty lumpy shooting these aliens. But it's the music, isn't it? It's one of those games. Going right back to Crazy Comics on the Commodore 64. It is a game lifted by a bit of a pumping soundtrack. I like it. It's a very feeble game though. But we like the sound of it.
There you go. So that is an unusual game. It's not what you was expecting, is it? Let's just have a look at the manual. You guys like to see the manual. Quite an interesting design on the disc. There's a lot of obscure stuff for PS1. What's next? Well, this is more of a classic. This is Alone in the Dark. An often forgotten horror adventure, and you got the likes of Silent Hill and Resident Evil. People forget about Alone in the Dark, but it actually was a great series, originally on PC, Amiga and stuff. But this was the last game, the new Nightmare game, and it was quite highly rated. And this particular example is in nice condition. 2 discs. Yeah, it's got 2 discs. You got the manual there. Yeah. There's an extra insert. We've got an extra insert there. Just trying to sell the Brady Games game guide. I don't know why they do that. Hard sell the game guide with the game. I mean, I bought the game. I want to finish it. I want to do it properly. I don't really want to have my hand held when I've only just bought the game. You know what I mean? I guess if you get stuck. Okay, what's next? Well, more horror. That similar kind of game. Evil Dead. Why don't we check out Evil Dead: Hail to the King. And there it is, beautiful condition. Again, is it 2 discs? I think it's 2 discs as well. It is! It's 2 discs. They're pretty discs. This is a very nice game. Beautiful. Evil Dead. I love the Evil Dead films. I remember the Evil Dead film, the first one. It's one of those films people talked about at school. We're all of the same age. We're all there. And people started talking about Evil Dead. Was it banned? I think it might have been banned, the first one. You sneak around your mate's house and your mate was allowed to watch it. Yeah, his parents didn't mind. And they put it on and it's like, oh, this is a bit scary. Oh, I remember, but it's a bit like Harryhausen stop motion animation. It's a bit cheesy now. But we try to forget that. Next game, move on, Jace. Little Big Adventure. Now, this is an unusual game for PS1. It came out for PC. Did it come out for Amiga? I think it did come out for Amiga. This has got a nasty patch on there, but it's an isometric arcade adventure. Why don't we check some out?
He joined me just having a little stroll through the town. Got some lovely animation. He does this strange, weird back swagger thing. There it is. Do you see it? It's a bit odd, isn't it? Oh, there we go again. Yeah, well, some sort of dance routine. Look at this guy here. They're strange kind of monster baddies. I'm going to go up the stairs. Have a look up the stairs. Chuck my ball at him. Go away. Hey! Oh, he's just shooting me. Shoot. Yeah, all right. Oh, this. Yeah, I'm kind of trapped in a. He's just trapped. He's pretty evil, that guy. Oh, that's how I refresh there. Just get my energy back. A little bit of hopping. Back up the stairs. I'm going to try him again with the ball. Let's do it. Yeah, just bounce a ball off his head. What a silly game.
We've got the manual there, also a sticker mark on the manual. I'm showing you something ropey today. Yeah, it's a bit ropey. One of those horrible cases, hard to replace, but the case is okay. But yeah, Little Big Adventure. That's quite a rare game for the PS1. PS1. When the crowd say Bo Selector, you know it. Tony Hawk's 3. Now, I like the Tony Hawk's games. You know, they used to be very common, but Tony Hawk's 3 was great. 2-player mode in Tony Hawk's is legendary. Let's just check out Tony Hawk's 3. Beautiful condition, very nice example. There's quite a lot of Tony Hawk's games, isn't there? I think it's 5 different Tony Hawk's games just on PS1, because he suddenly went underground. Tony, why are you underground? There's no tube trains. Where are they? Go on, come out from there, Tony. We should have done these in order, but I didn't. Ill prepared. It is Silent Hill. Now this is, I've never shown Silent Hill 1, and it's one of my all-time favourite PlayStation games. Scared the bejesus out of, can we say bejesus? Scared the bejesus out of me. This is the days when PS1 could probably scare me. It was the particular bit where you're in the back garden with the torch and going around the hospital, and then suddenly the time changes and everything turns to horror. Like all the textures, I just remember it feeling like this is too amazing to be a game. This is like, I am living this. And it's so amazing how involved you used to get in these games. Anyway, let's check out a bit of the original Silent Hill on PS1.
I don't remember this.
Now, while Silent Hill might look like any other horror adventure game, there is an amazing level of tension and atmosphere created by the incredible soundtrack and creepy monsters. Oof. I'm not sure what he's doing, that's disgusting. But no, yeah, there's loads of blood and gore and creepy places. There's a guy hiding. Who is that guy up there? Why is he in? Awful. And the panic, like this part, just that phone ringing all the time. Phone ringing just brings horrible. You're never quite sure what is going to happen as you progress the way through.
What's this? Some kind of altar.
But a big portion of the game is spent running around in the dark, not knowing where you're going, foreboding figures in the distance that you try to get away from. But then there's these amazing moments of emotional empathy.
Stay by me, Harry. Please. I'm so scared. Help me. Save me from them. Please. Harry.
Oh, the music doing its job again. I know it's stale old CGI, but there's proper emotion here. You feel involved in the story. That little smile she gives then. Half demon, half victim.
As I said, this is the platinum version, but that's okay. Still super rare. Very nice manual and the disc. It doesn't matter that it's platinum. Platinum version on Silent Hill I think is probably rarer than the full price version. I'll put it out there. Maybe. Here's another classic. Dino Crisis 2. Now I think we've shown this recently, but again it's in the Resident Evil series. Same development team. It's got that. It plays exactly the same kind of style, but it's with dinosaurs instead of zombies, and you can't beat that. And I think also, I've done this wrong order again. Dino Crisis 1. Yeah, we've got Dino Crisis 1. So both the Dino Crisis games in this week. Yes, you can't beat a bit of Crisis with dinosaur. I don't know what I'm on about. I don't know. Mental. Carry on, Jace. What else? Any more PS1? Yeah, what about this one? Pandemonium. Now this is a game, came out on Saturn as well. It was quite highly regarded. Crystal Dynamics went on to be the main developer for the Tomb Raider series. What else did they do? Croc? Did they do Croc? Croc 2? Crystal Dynamics. They're massive on 3DO, weren't they? Massive on 3DO. Why don't we check out a little bit of Pandemonium? It's a 3D adventure. It couldn't really compete with what the N64 was doing. Check it out.
I mean, these games are commonplace now, but this is an early 3D platformer. And yes, you'll see Mario doing all sorts of amazing things in his 3D platform games these days. But this is the origin story. This is where these sort of games came from. And it's fast, it's playable. It hasn't got Sonic in it, hasn't got Crash or Mario in it. It's different. There was a sequel, came out for a lot of things. Came out for the Nokia N-Gage. Now, there's not many games you can say that about.
Yeah, is it as bad as you remember? It's all right, isn't it? It's okay. Yeah, and there it is, beautiful condition, lovely Pandemonium. I love there is a game called Pandemonium, isn't there? There's a game called Pandemonium by CRL on the Spectrum. It just came to me. The little ticker went round. Oh, hang on, Pandemonium, that's on the Spectrum. Just, if it exists, here's the photo of it.
Well, I was nearly right. The game is actually called Pandemonia. But there is a Pandemonium released as part of the Peter Scott trilogy of adventure games for the BBC Micro, and here's a picture of it.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Existed. The brain box works. It's quite rare on Spectrum, but we might have it in stock. We might do. Any more PS1s? Yeah, one more PS... Is it? Yeah, one more PS1 to get excited about. And that is this. And this is a really unusual one. This is VIP, starring Pamela Anderson. Let's check it out.
This is a fun game. So you're shooting from a standing spot. You're a lady. This is a story of two ladies. Just a bit of shooting, then you whiz off and find somewhere else to stand to shoot some more bad guys. It's like Operation Wolf Whistle. Did you get it? Wolf Whistle. Now, it's also a fighting game. There's lots of fighting stages. They're done like those event time processes where you've got to just quickly, like a music game, you've got to quickly press the combination that comes up on the screen. Now, this bit features Pamela Anderson doing more fighting, but as you'll see, her weapon is a handbag. Yes, she beats people off with a No. She beats people off with her handbag. But like to an incredible amount. I mean, the developers must have thought this is a bit of a joke. Let's get her to whack people with a handbag. But she's basically taking down loads of mafia bosses, like loads of them. Let's walk off. It's okay. Two more. A little bit of a combo. Both of them with the handbag. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, Pamela Anderson. To me, she's famous for one thing only. No, two things only. Isn't she? Oh, that was clever. That was clever, wasn't it? Not really. Apparently this is a TV show. This is related to a TV show. It's got a little bit of a cast picture there. But yeah, it's very obscure, unusual game. I just don't think she's convincing as some sort of spy agent, is she? Pamela Anderson? I don't think so. But it's nice to check out some cheesy games on PS1. Let's move on. Now, let's go. We've got one game this week I'm showing you. I listed a few, I think. For Sega Saturn. Now, this is a game that came out on PC and Amiga, and it came out on the Japanese Saturn, never came out on the UK Saturn. Weird. It's Dark Seed by Cyber Dreams. Check it out.
Feels like a cold draft just hit me. Or is it just my nerves? This place looks like no one has been around to tend it for a long time.
Now, am I right in thinking that it's difficult to play in Japanese? Yeah, probably. But you know, it's amazing that why didn't it come out in the UK? Why isn't there Dark Sea? Maybe there's an American one. Maybe there is. But I feel persecuted when there's Japanese Western games. That is a Western developer game. Came out in Japan, but it didn't come out in the UK. It just doesn't seem to fit right. Now let's go to another different console. One of my favourites. Let's go to Dreamcast. We haven't had Dreamcast on the show for a while, and this is an epic racing game. Rush 2049. Check it. Yeah, it's a futuristic racer, lovely condition. I'll just show you the manual. There you go. It's an unbroken case, very important. It's a lovely, complete, unbroken case this week at retrogames.co.uk. More Dreamcast. What about this? This is Pod 2. Pod 2, and I think this is definitely worth a look. I don't know what happened to Pod 1. It stands for something, doesn't it? Pod. Does it say? multiplayer online. Pod is an alien virus. No, it's just an alien virus. I hate it when they call alien viruses pod. I don't know why. And this is pod 2. That's the second virus. This is like COVID. What is it? Omicron, Necronomicon. No, that was last week. Omicron. Yeah, just shut up, Jace. Nobody's getting these back references to previous episodes. Nobody's watching these episodes and remembering what you've garbled on about. It's effervescent. It just flows over you. Nothing retained, and nothing needs to be retained. That's okay. I'm here every week. You can just watch the next one. Forget all about the last ones. No problem. Anyway, Pod 2. It's an excuse for a racing game, a racing game about a virus. Perfect. I do like to race around with viruses. Inside a virus, I don't know. And curing a virus by racing. They didn't think of that, did they, during the epidemic? Oh dear, should have. Now, here's an absolute classic. Any excuse to get this on the screen. My favourite is Siegfried. There's a little hint. He's my favourite character. I played this to death. Me and my brother, we played this forever. We loved it. Every lull in the conversation, quick, get it back on, let's play. That is, of course, Soul Calibur. We've got to check out some Soul Calibur.
Welcome back to the stage of history. Siegfried versus Yoshimitsu. Battle 1, fight! This you win!
The best fighting game on the Dreamcast. Now, I know there is a lot of fighting games, all those Street Fighter games, all those, SNK games, but to me, Soul Calibur was the greatest fighting game on the Dreamcast, and there it is, a beautiful condition. I don't know, it's got an atmosphere about it. It's the voiceovers, the little intro animations as the characters come on. It just feels legendary. And if you have a Dreamcast, you only need that game, really. Don't bother with the rest. That is the only one you need. That's the one you'll be playing all the time. Well, okay, Crazy Taxi maybe. Moving on. Now this is a game. You're going to go, oh, Jace, this is Bass Fishing. Yes. Do you remember Sega Bass Fishing? That was a coin-op. It's hard to imagine they made a coin-op where you went fishing. Now, if there's anything, juxtaposed incorrectly, that is a fisherman sitting at the bank of the river and someone in an arcade having fun, exciting youth of today. They just don't fit, do they? They don't fit, but Bass Fishing was a big hit, particularly in Japan. And it gave us, of course, the fishing controller, with the epic fishing controller, so you could fish in the comfort of your own settee. But in America, they didn't just get Bass Fishing 1. They got Sega Bass Fishing 2. And we never got it. So obviously we didn't like fishing as much as the Americans. But let's check it out anyway.
Here we go, fish fans. Yeah, it looks a bit dreary. And it took a long while to get to this point. But I'm going to jump straight to the point of catching a fish. It took ages.
Yes, beautiful game. Yeah, if you like fish, this is the game for you. I mean, they're obsessed with fish on the Dreamcast. You had seamen. No. Hopefully you guys know what I meant by that. Now, that's not the only one. Americans, they didn't just get Sega Bass Fishing 2. They also got Sega Marine Fishing. That's 3 first-party fishing games from Sega. Let's check out Marine Fishing. See if we can spot the difference.
Oh yeah, now this is more like a Sega game. The sun shining, tropical islands, loud music. Oh, we've still got to choose things. Okay, let's see if we can catch a fish. Oh, the music, it's like Outrun. It's like I'm playing Outrun, but actually I'm just catching a fish. Oh, the jeopardy. Oh, you're turning the rod right, you're turning the rod left, you're playing with your rod all over the place. It's not particularly exciting looking fish, actually, is it? It's like a pike. Oh, think it's a marlin, isn't it? It's a marlin. Almost got it. Oh. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Well, it is big. It is a big one. It wasn't a marlin, it's a barracuda. Nice fish.
There's a lot of fish. It's a lot. Enough of the fish, Jace. Enough of the fish. I know, but they're interesting games. Interesting games this week. Okay, what are we going to look at next? Let's go to a format we haven't covered for a couple of weeks, few weeks, but we have some more rare ones this week. And this is for James because he gets excited about this. These are shooters for the PC Engine. Yeah, PC Engine's back on the show. Now this game it looks like it should be called just Godzilla, but it's not. It's got a long title. It's called Godzilla Bakuto Retsuden. Bakuto Retsuden. Back in Japan. Godzilla Bakuto Retsuden. 90 quid. It's a lot of money. A 90 quid game, and it's on Super CD. Yes, but it is super rare, and unlike other versions of this game, this is proper arcade action. Check out Godzilla. Beautiful. It's got a lovely classic cover. That is such... Oh, it's evocative. That makes you want... I mean, to be honest, come on. That is game cover art porn, isn't it? That is beautiful image. I love it. And there's pictures of the back of the sleeve. And we'll open it up. There you go. Beautiful. Disc. Fantastic condition. It's not the only one. We've got this. This is Genocide. It's another... I think it's another shooter. I've played this. I'm going to play it in a sec. Another shooter, Genocide, for the PC Engine Super CD.
Well, it's not really a shooter, though he can shoot. It's more of a brawler. That's what we're calling them now, isn't it? This is a brawler. Walking along, smashing things up with a lightsaber and your special moves.
What do you reckon of that then? It was awesome, wasn't it? It was incredible. It's incredible. Well, we'll find out that when I play it and then slot it in the show. But yeah, again, a brilliant condition. And it's by Brain Grey. Do you know that label? Brain Grey. No, I don't know. Okay, now last PC Engine game today, and it is this. Psychic Storm. Yeah, Psychic Storm, another super duper shooter. You got the little warranty in this one. Of course, the only problem with Super CD games I can see is you don't get any foam. There's no foam in them. And you know I'm a sucker for PC Engine foam. It's the smell of the 80s. Okay, what we got next? Well, how about some Atari Jaguar stuff? We haven't had Jag for a while either. Pinball Fantasies. Now this game is famous for being on the Amiga. It's a Hewson related. It has got some links to 8-bit stuff. Pinball Fantasies, Pinball Illusions. It was a whole series, Amiga, PC, Atari ST. But it also came out for the Jag. And it's not pushing 64 bits to its max. Check it out. Sure, it's a pinball game, it's a basic, but it's in beautiful condition. And you know, you guys all want to just collect every Jaguar game anyways, and Saturn game. And it's beautiful. Oh, you've got the bag, it's in a plastic bag still, and look, the contents. Look at that manual, absolutely brand new. It's not the only thing in there. A couple of other inserts. Got the warranty and a flyer for the gaming guide, and that is Pinball Fantasies for the Atari Jaguar. in this week at retrogames.co.uk. One more Jaguar, and that is this Kasumi Ninja. Kasumi Ninja. Let's just check the game out first.
Kasumi Ninja.
Now I do feel I'm going to need to apologise for this. This Scottish guy. Yes, he really did that. These digitised graphics over traditional backdrops just look so corny now, don't they? They've not aged well. But this is offensive to Scottish people. I must apologise to my old mate Stu at Gempix. Horrible. Sorry about this.
Now, the reason I bring this to your attention is it's not just because it's a mediocre action fighting game, but it's more than that. It's more than that, and that's because yes, a bandana. It comes with a bandana. I'm going to unfold this for the first time and put it on the big. There you go, Kasumi Ninja bandana. It's got the Atari logo on that side. It's got the Jaguar logo on that side. You're going to feel the part playing this game with the bandana. And of course the contents are like new, beautiful condition. It's just really nice. Just really nice. The freebies inside a Jaguar game. This is right. It's not a Commodore 64 game. This is a Jaguar game, and it's got a free bandana. Like the last Ninja Shuriken, which we all covet, don't we? We all covet. And there's a mask. The mask. Last Ninja mask, yeah, GIMP mask. You can't beat a free GIMP mask with your video games. Okay, I've got one more game in the box, and it's for Spectrum. Yeah, just one game. I know, just one game this week for the Spectrum. Just because I don't remember what it was like to see it, and I just wanted to see what it was running like. There is Pink Panther. What is the Pink Panther like? On the monochromatic, well, is he pink for starters? Is the Pink Panther pink on the Spectrum? Check him out.
Of course he is. This should have been called the Magenta Panther, as it is on the Spectrum. It's pretty ropey game. This is you doing a job. You have to do jobs. It's kind of strategy, random elements. I'm having to steal some stuff while someone's sleeping upstairs. It's pretty awful.
And this is a Spanish one. We've only had this in ever a couple of times. This is a Spanish issue. That's what it means in Spanish. Pantera Rosa, Pink Panther. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, but it's in lovely condition. It is a small case version of the Magic Bytes, rare title anyway, of Pink Panther for the ZX Spectrum. What a title to end the show on. You're thinking, what? Is that it, Jace? Is that it, Jace? That is it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we'll get more stuff on next week and have maybe something even more exciting than this stuff. It's hard to believe, but you never know. Thank you for watching. Until next week, happy Retro Gaming, Retro Gamers!
Retrogames says thank you for watching. Retrogames says thank you for watching.
He's a rinky-dink panther. Do you remember the Pink Panther chocolate bars? Strawberry flavoured chocolate bars? Weren't they amazing? They were better than the game, weren't they? They were better than the game. So strawberry chocolate, Pink Panther strawberry chocolate. I miss it. Where is it?